Courtney Anders with FloRacing. It's been my pleasure getting to know the contestants of the SCAG Pro Superstar Shootout that's going to be in February on FloRacing. And we've got another one of my buddies here, and we've got one of my favorite people here, Fernando Cuadra Jr. Christian Cuadra races a Pro Stock car with Elite Motorsports. Although you're the Cuadra Boys racing and you are a family and you are one, you all have such different roles in this deal. So before we start talking about your on-track history, what you want to do with it, I want to talk a little bit about the family dynamic that you guys have over here at Cuadra Boys Racing. Tell us a little bit about your role in this team.
Well, actually my role in the team is more than the team, is like back in the factories, back at the work. I'm like, since I'm the older son, like the first son I'm the one that is learning all the business. I'm taking probably like 80% of the full responsibility of the business. So
that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm starting to get even white hair. It's like, it's stressful, but when we come to the weekends is what the stress goes away.
Would you guys do this without your family, or is family a big part of what you do?
No, I wouldn't do it. Like, if my dad and my mom quit coming, I will stop, because that's the thing I like the most. In Mexico, we work all together, but during the week it's work, and I just see my dad and my mom during the night when I arrive to my house. So when we come here, it's like a getaway. So that's why I like it, and if they don't do it, I'll just quit.
You guys seem so tight-knit, but I want to talk about how competitive you are against each other. Do you love racing your brothers?
Yeah, I love it, especially with Junior, because we race on the same category right now. Because I always want to beat him. You know, he's the older brother, so I'm the youngest, so it's like, oh, I want to beat the oldest. Also with my dad, like, but I have a lot of respect for him because he teaches me everything I know, so.
So do you feel bad if you beat your dad because he taught you?
Sometimes.
Growing up with your dad, if anybody knows Fernando, nicest person ever, but he's zing, 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 all over the place. He's got such a personality. What is it like trying to learn from him and work for and with him in y'all's real business?
Well, it's really tough. I mean, the size of the shoe that he's gonna leave, it's gonna be huge, because I mean...
The size of the boot?
Yeah, the size of the boot, yeah. He is like super intense. I mean, he wants the stuff to get like done. And of course, I'm more like a slower person. I mean, I'm not at his level of expertise or knowledge, so it's gonna be very difficult to fill in all that he did, but that's what I have my brothers for. We're gonna split the task between the three of us.
How do the people that you work with respond to what you guys are doing? Because now you've got a boot trailer out here. You've not only mixed your business with sponsoring the race cars, but now you're doing business out here. Do they think y'all are crazy?
Well, yeah, and it's a market that we never tested. Like race cars and boots, it's normally not very common to see them together, so.
Make our living out of this, so everything is handmade in Mexico, so we wanted to bring that part of us like to the US.
How much pride? I know your dad is one of the most proud people that I know, but coming out here and being the first drivers from Mexico to qualify for Pro Stock, to win rounds, to racing each other four wide at the racetrack in Charlotte, does that make you proud for your country when you come here and represent?
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot for us, especially because we know a lot of people in Mexico that wanted to do it, but they don't have the resources or the funds to come and do this. So for us, it's really, really, really special.
Was it always Pro Stock what you wanted to do, or did Nitro Funny Car, anything else interest you, or is this where you belong?
No, this was my goal. I mean, I think that the Nitro guys are crazy, but I think that Pro Stock is like the best class to practice. Like, you have to be so perfect that's what I wanted to. Like, I want to be perfect all the time. Like, you have to be very consistent. So yeah, it was always the goal for me.
My dad did it when I was a kid. So when I was a kid, I just wanted to do it, and I grew up with the dream of being a Pro Stock driver. The other thing is that it's really like demanding. Like, you need to be perfect 6 seconds. You need to shift on time. You need to do everything perfect. So I like that part because I'm really competitive in myself. So I always try to be perfect on the shift point, on the reaction time. So yeah, that's what I like.
So we've talked about your family, we've talked about your business. Now we're going to get down to flow business. The real reason we're here, the Pro Superstar Shootout. We're talking big money, we're
Yeah.
talking big bragging rights, a lot of names. When Richard first brought this to y'all's attention, were you all in from the start? Were you excited when you got on that invite list?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, we were like super in since we had the kind of like the same event in the Super Door Slammers.
During the Door Slammers race when we won it. So I said like, oh, if I won that race, maybe I can do something important in the pro race. So
I love it. It's going to be so exciting for the fans, for the racers, especially. I am most excited for you guys because I think this is a different opportunity. Something we're going to do different here is with FloRacing, we're going to get to know you guys. We're going to be streaming this on FloRacing. This isn't something that's going to be on your local TV. Do you think that people back home for you are going to be interested in watching this and tune into FloRacing?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, all the people in Mexico, especially, they like to watch all the NHRA because all the drag racers in Mexico knows who is NHRA. Like now they know who is gonna be the super pro event. I mean, they're gonna of course follow the flow. It's like a great opportunity to see like what's going on in the pits, like what is going through the event. It's gonna be a great time.
What you guys have brought to the sport is amazing. You're bringing a whole different culture, a whole different business, but if anything, if you guys do not know the Cuadra Boys, literally some of the nicest people on the planet. And I'm so happy that you guys are a part of our team, but I'm more excited that we're gonna go out there and kick ass at the Pro Superstar Shootout.
Soy Fernando Cuadra Jr. y necesitas ver el Shootout en FloRacing.
soy Cristian Cuadra y pueden ver el Pro Shootout en FloRacing.